signs. So here it says, yeah, Springfield Township. He signs it and then his title. It's for this.
Okay.
Just sign your name and then I'll.
Right here?
Yep.
Thank you.
Joe, that was for the job preservation.
All right.
Because then I'll have to have, you make a copy and give me the original one. Okay?
No, that's for you, right?
No, I'm waiting for the green light, that's all.
Ready to go.
Oh, green light, see? That's all you gotta do is wait. All right. One more. Holy. All right. Let's get started here. We got a near sellout. So this is a regular meeting of the Springfield Township Board of Trustees. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mrs. Price, will you call the roll, please?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman.
Here.
Mr. DeLauro.
Here.
Mr. Caudle.
Here.
Mr. Spickard.
Here.
All right. Before we get started with these motions that I know is the reason why you're all here, Chief Simone, you have a little presentation you'd like to give us beforehand?
Yes, sir, Mr. DeLauro, I do. My name is Jack Simone. I'm the police chief here in Springfield Township. We have an opportunity tonight, this evening, to recognize extraordinary life-saving actions by two officers that are here. But before I start, I want to recognize the Board of Trustees that are here. So our Board of Trustees is Mr. Caudle, Mr. DeLauro, and Mrs. Chapman. Our fiscal officer right next to me is Mr. Michael Spickard. Next to them, we have our administrative assistant, Patty Price and Leanne Jasko. Next to them, Ted Weinsheimer is our basic administrative assistant to the Board of Trustees, Township Administrator. Deb Groves, our zoning administrator, and Chief Ryan Boltz, the fire chief here in Springfield Township. Like I said, we have a great opportunity to recognize a couple officers that just did an amazing job, they're getting a life-saving award this evening. A lot of what the national media wants to share with us, all the negative things that officers do, and don't get me wrong, officers make mistakes across the country. You know, we all get labeled the same when somebody does something wrong or makes a bad choice, but this is a great opportunity for us because so many officers around the country It's not getting recognized. It's not getting national attention. It's not even getting local attention sometimes when they really go above and beyond their job. It's a difficult job for these officers. They're out in the field every day. They're dealing with the worst that society has to offer, right? And they treat everybody with respect to the best that they can. They enforce the law. They protect our citizens. They're the actual first responders on scene for every incident. They're the first guys, whether it's dealing with somebody with a medical issue before our paramedics can get on scene, whether it's a burglary, whether it's a crime in process, these guys are the first on scene. So that we get an opportunity to recognize the extraordinary efforts by two officers, I'm really looking forward to this tonight. As far as law enforcement goes, people often don't realize everything that they do. I mean, they see lights and sirens or they see major investigations, but they're engaging with the public every day. There's over 900,000 interactions with law enforcement every day across the country. These guys are there to take care of our residents, to take care of our citizens, and take care of our visitors. The incident that we're here tonight to share with you was on July 25th. There was a customer at Walmart that stopped breathing and collapsed near the checkout counter. As soon as he collapsed, John Minnick was a customer in the store. He responded to the gentleman on the floor. At this point, he was not breathing. He had no pulse. Officer Mullinex, who's a Barberton police officer, was working a security detail at Walmart. Walmart hires our police officers to provide security 7 days a week. Often we're not able to fill those shifts, so we reach out to other agencies. Officer Mullinex works there quite often, so he's an officer from Barberton, but he works that extra job at Walmart here in Springfield Township. He immediately responded, right? Officer Mullinex also quickly notified our dispatch center that there was a gentleman that had fallen at Walmart, wasn't breathing, no pulse. Officer Keys was in the area, so he also immediately responded. These three individuals, and I watched the body-worn camera of Officer Keys, all worked together to conduct CPR on this individual. They did a great job. It was a team effort. They all took turns until an AED arrived on scene. They put the AED on the gentleman to help him get his heartbeat back. They just did a great job. They all worked together. They were professional. They were calm. They were organized. You would have thought the three of them had worked as a team before because they all just did a great job together. They were able to continue CPR until the firefighters were able to arrive on scene, and then they turned him over to the firefighters. When these officers arrived, like I said earlier, there was no pulse. He wasn't breathing. They got a pulse back to him before the paramedics arrived and took him to the hospital. I want to recognize these officers' highest standards of professionalism they performed, their compassion and service to their job and this community. So I'd like to come up here right now as Officer Mullinex of the Barberton Police Department and Officer Tim Keys of the Springfield Township Police Department. Congratulations. We have more for you. We also have something for you. There you go. There you go. You guys want to stand up here and hide the picture real quick? Thank you, guys. You know, again, it's a real pleasure to be able to stand up here in front of you and recognize these officers. They do a great job every day, every shift, every hour. And when they go way above and beyond like this, that they responded immediately to that call, and they knew exactly what to do and save that man's life. Officer Keys, he's a valued member of our department. quick response and steady leadership helped save a man's life from near death on that day. Thank you, Tim Keys. Officer Mullinex, although serving as an off-duty assignment at Walmart, you really stepped up. You coordinated everything, providing CPR, got the AED secured in place, saved a man's life. You guys should feel really good about that. And our community should know that we're sending that type of officer out there to serve our community every day. We are also fortunate to have some family members here that would like to say something. Well, I talked them into saying something, so they agreed that they would say something. Do you want to sit there? Do you want to stand up here?
I'll speak since my wife's not, whatever. We just wanted to say thank you on behalf of my wife and my father-in-law, her dad, on not just being there, but you gentlemen are what you call heroic. You guys were there in a bat of an eye, it seemed like, and you, like this gentleman said, you all were so much in sync, and you had everything under control. It's like you were flying over the machines, and I give my hats off to you guys. You guys are the people that make things happen, and we wanted to come and just say we appreciate it and acknowledge you as, not, like I said, heroes, but we wanted to make sure that we said something that was positive, because you guys are not recognized for the positive stuff that you do, and this is something positive I think other people should know about. So that's that for you guys.
Is he the one that passed out? Oh, his son-in-law.
And I guess one more time, I want to remind everybody that the life-saving actions of these individuals took courage, teamwork, and compassion. So one last time, I want to recognize Officer Keys, Officer Mullinex for your quick action that night at Walmart. Congratulations. And they did say that he's doing better, right? You said he has a pacemaker now? Okay, defibrillator, so, well, that's good news. Okay, thank you. That's great, great news. Thank you for coming tonight, really. The board's going to continue with their meeting. I guess if anybody wants to step out, you're free to do that now. Is that right, Mr. DeLauro?
Yes, that's right. I mean, I'm sure everyone
Thank you very
is
much.
here for this, for
Thank you, ma'am.
motion.
I mean, I was out meeting with my mom.
Good job.
All of a sudden, I got that sweet breath. I thought the baby was me. Thank you. Thank you. And they had said it in the very beginning, very fragile. And I had got up and drank coffee. I was out there mowing the lawn. I was weeding, and yet not any bad symptoms. I respect it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And the batteries last about 7 years. I'm due.
All right.
By June, I gotta have my battery replaced.
Thank you, Mr. Weinsheimer.
They call me the Energizer Butter.
Just say the Energizer Buddy in your pink suit.
All right, we have a few administrative motions that we can get through here.
Oh.
I move to dispense with reading of the minutes and approve the minutes to date.
Second?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes. I move to approve payment of bills and payroll as prepared by the fiscal officer, subject to audit.
Second?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes. I move to acknowledge receipt of the fiscal officer's August 2025 report and reports. Of course, they are also subject to audit.
Second?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes. I move to approve the attached resolution entering into an agreement of cooperation between the County of Summit and Springfield Township for job creation, retention, and tax revenue sharing.
Second?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes. I move to approve the quote from Chi Corporation in the amount not to exceed $3,750 for a one-year renewal for support and cloud subscription, and this will be paid from line 1,120,360.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes. For Mr. Spickard in the Fiscal Department, I move to approve the supplemental appropriations for 2025, also known as Exhibit A, as prepared by the Fiscal Officer and submitted to the Summit County Fiscal Office.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes. And yes.
Yeah, Mr. Spickard's all in favor, yeah. I move to amend motion 207-25, the creation of the Amazon Road Maintenance Fund to fund number 2928, and accept the $150,000 to be deposited into said account.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes.
I move to amend motion 208-25, the creation of the Surface Water Management District Community Partnership Program Fund, 2938-599-0000, to fund 2927.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes.
For the Fire Department, I move to approve the purchase of a pre-course stair climber for the Springfield Township Workout Facility at a total cost of $8,287. This purchase will be paid from Fund Line 1,930,930.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes.
And I move to approve the purchase of a Nordic Trek 2450 commercial treadmill and an X24 commercial bike bundle for the Springfield Township Workout Facility at a total cost of $4,198. The purchase will be paid from Fund Line 1,930,930.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes.
So Chief, our firemen are gonna be in there like Lance Armstrong, huh, going at it on that bike? Yeah, all right, so that's good. Keep those guys in shape.
All right.
Also for the fire, I move to amend motion 188-25 for the purchase of 10 sets of new turnout gear, coats and pants from MES for the Springfield Township Fire Department at a cost not to exceed $35,000. The purchase will be paid from Fund Line 2281-230-500.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes.
Okay, I'm all right, I'm gonna make it. For the zoning department, the board has received a report from the zoning administrator regarding commercial vehicles and equipment on the property of 1841 Almeder Road. Multiple notices have been given to the property owner to abate the nuisance conditions, but the owner has remained non-compliant. Is there anyone here in regards to parcel number 51-10937? Sorry, excuse me. I know.
Second.
All right. Seeing no one, pursuant to Springfield Township zoning resolutions, section 11.04 and 11.07, I move to declare the property at 1841 Almeder Road, parcel number 51-10937, to be in violation, and that an order be issued to the property owner to remove the commercial vehicles and equipment within 7 days. Failing this, this board shall act to move forward with legal action, and we will have it removed ourselves.
Second.
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Caudle?
Yes.
All right, the board has also received a report from the zoning administrator regarding a disabled recreational vehicle parked in the yard on the property of 2061 Oaks Drive. Multiple notices have been given to the property owner to abate the nuisance conditions, but the owner has remained non-compliant. Is there anyone here to represent 2161 Oaks Drive? What did I say?
21.
Okay, 2061. Anyone here from 2061? No? No. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, seeing no one, pursuant to Springfield Township zoning resolution, section 7.01, 11.04, and 11.08, I move to declare the property of 2061 Oaks Drive, parcel number 5107635, to be in violation, and that an order be issued to the property owner to remove the motorhome within 7 days. Failing this, the board shall move forward with legal actions.
Second?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes.
For the police department, I move to approve the payment of $3,169.50 to Communications Council, Inc. for consulting services, $3,000 to be paid from Fund Line 2081-210-311, and $169.50 to be paid from Fund Line 2081-210-319.
Second?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes.
I move to approve the payment in the amount of $11,520 to Summit County Fiscal Officer for the second half of 2025 for the radio maintenance and operation. $6,760 will be paid from Fund Line 2081-210-360, and $4,760 will be paid from Fund Line 2111-760-790.
Second?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes.
I move to hire Zachary Bennett as a full-time police officer effective October 27, 2025. This, of course, is contingent on successful completion of the required hiring procedures and with a rate of pay per the current full-time collective bargaining agreement.
Second?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes.
And I move to hire Chelsea Ireland as a full-time police officer effective October 27, 2025. Contingent on successful completion of the required hiring procedures and with a rate of pay per the current full-time collective bargaining agreement.
Second?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes.
And I move to accept the resignation of Officer Damiano Tassone, effective 10/7/2025.
Second?
Roll call, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes.
All right, is anyone in attendance? If anyone in attendance would like to address the board, you may do so now.
Good afternoon. I'm Janie Carlini, West Parkway. I just want to say this has been a meeting I've been looking forward to for 5 or 6 years. The August EnviroScience microsystem results for our lake were the best they've been in 5 or 6 years. So August 15th reading was under 3.1. August 25th sample, the 4 locations were all under 3. The sign with the Summit County microsystem rating is, you shouldn't recreate here if it's 8 or over. So that's really key. August came back as the driest month on record in Akron at 0.19 inches of rain. To put it in perspective, in 2024, we had 6 inches and over of rain. Those numbers were averaging about 34 for the microsystems total. So as we know, stormwater must be a real critical factor in this health of this lake. Of course, when aging systems are overwhelmed, the stormwater can contaminate and slip over into the lake. My question here tonight is, what are your thoughts about these latest readings? Where do we go from here? It really signifies the retention ponds, right, are going to be key. I just want your input and give us some next steps, maybe.
Well, the retention ponds are going in, you said the end of November?
Hopefully, end of November, they'll break ground.
And now we're addressing the hydrozilla, or not? What's that? The hydrozilla now we have in the lake, so we have that to worry about.
What do we think about the signs of 8 and higher? Do they need another reading before that can be removed?
There's another test being pulled probably in the next week And then we'll also confer with Lakemore, because the last thing we want to do is put our signs down and they leave theirs up. So we should at least be on the same page. So we're getting one more test, we'll see where we're at, see how that goes.
I think it's outstanding. I mean, I was so excited. I was looking at it. I'm like, man, are these numbers right? So I actually called the lady. I'm like, listen, this is huge. And I said, can you please confirm this with me? And yeah, she went over it. And I'm like, the second test, I'm like, yeah, that is wonderful.
I think it would be key, like, we had huge rain, and then we did that next test, what it would have shown, you know, how susceptible we really are to stormwater pollution, but, you know, I think we're able to say and we're able to recreate again, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think a lot of the numbers are down over many, many lakes, actually. I spoke with a lady.
It's stormwater management.
Yeah.
We had that conversation.
Yeah,
It will be interesting, because we just did have this heavy rain. If we're gonna pull the samples, probably in the next, week, it's possible we might see something different. So maybe the timing will give us a different result, which may show something as well. So be hard to tell.
if it comes back good, I say we have a placard breaking party.
Good evening. David Deese, 1184 West Parkway. On the same subject, I've kept a running total of what's been going on with the testing. And I'm sure you guys have seen the chart, up, and all of a sudden drops down to nothing, which is really good. When we're doing the testing, whoever's doing the testing, in today's day of age, if you need a GPS, I can get a GPS. If we could spot where the test is taken, how deep the test was taken, what the temperature was of the water of the test, all those parameters, that would be, I think, beneficial to the EPA or whoever's going to let us, or do we just pull the signs ourselves, or do we?
So I am gonna do a double check on it, but the last conversation I had with EPA on those signs was, once you have 2 tests in a row that are lower than the recommended level, which is 8 now, 8, you can pull the signs. It's kind of interesting to me, because if we never do another test, I never have to put them back up.
Right.
The reason we started testing, and this is going back with the former administrator, what he said the reason they started it is that it was recommended because we had beaches on our lake. It's the only reason we started testing, which we don't have beaches.
Right.
But, I mean, I guess it's good to know where your lake is, health-wise, but that's the real reason it ever started.
Well,
So I don't know if the question would be, if once we take the signs down, what do we think we want to do in the future?
that's all great. I don't know if you're going to test anymore or not, or you just let it just.
I don't know.
run
That's a
amok.
question for a lot of entities.
I don't know. I'm just hoping that the test can be more accurate on the spot that we were taking the test, and, so that we have our ducks in a row. Whenever they say, yeah, go ahead and move that, remove those signs, that, it's all,
Yeah, unfortunately,
Nobody can
Lakemore's
come back and say,
Lakemore's
well, wait a
been
minute,
pulling
I'll
the
just-
samples for us. So
all I'm saying is if
I
somebody
don't
comes.
know where they pulled the samples from. Yeah, so.
I know one time it's spot 1, 2, 3, 4. The next time it's east, west, north, south. Is that the same? I don't know. All I'm saying is when someone looks at that, they're going to say, well, you're not consistent with your testing. None of this is any good. You're going to have to retest. That's all. That's all I'm saying about the testing. I'm very happy that it's in testing, and it sounds like we're going to move forward with maybe some groundwater capture. Also, you moved Amendment 2825 Surface Water Management District Partnership Program Fund to a different line. What is that? Is that Summit County's that we're paying our tax to?
Oh, yeah,
I mean, we just approved it, I guess I can't even talk about it.
No, I believe,
So, well, we had to amend the previous motion, and I'm not, Mike might be able to speak to the fund lines. We had approved this before, but the fund lines, I think, that were set up.
What did we approve?
Huh? To be able to collect our money from the
Yeah, to
surface
be in
water
that
management fund.
partnership.
yeah, if you notice on your tax,
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
there's that, and that's some of the money that comes back into the township.
Okay, so this money is for the testing?
This money is for surface water management, and it'll be based on future projects that we may be able to determine that fit within the criteria of how we can spend the money. Can't be used in road right-of-ways. It could be built to build more retention ponds somewhere. The first batch of this money, as you know, if you think backwards over a year, we actually did a motion and had asked for Summit County to front load us with money to buy the property in Akron. This first batch of money, I will be filling out documentation. It will arrive, it will go into this fund, and I will then use that documentation to move that money from this fund to the general fund, because the general fund paid for that property. So that is how that money can be used. In the future, if we want to do something to that property with more stormwater features and green features to clean the water before it gets to here, we could utilize this fund for it. That's an example.
Thank you. What else did I have? Oh, okay, so now I'm gonna talk about another tax and/or inspection fee and/or it's a self-inspection fee that I'm sure, I don't know if everybody got it or if you're just on a different cycle. I've been trying to find out how many septic systems are in Summit County, which is a tough call. But what I did find out was out of that fund that you send in the $30 to, it just got raised, there's $3.75 million. This is a self-inspection, okay, that you're supposed to have every time you know, comes, if anybody here has a septic system, lives in Summit County, you know you pay this money. Do you go out and inspect your septic system?
I have to hire a subcontractor to come in that is
Nowhere
certified.
nowhere on this thing that does it.
At least the documents that I get at home, I pay the same fee.
Right.
I have to hire a subcontractor
So then I
certified
asked-
by Summit County Health Department to
So
fill
then
out the forms for me and turn them in as I pay my fee.
Right. So then I asked Summit County, out of the number that we don't know that went out there and did this self-inspection, how many of them didn't pass? Big zero.
I like that because mine passes every time.
Well, yeah, mine passes every time too. So does everybody else's passes every time. So what I'm asking is
you
that
call a subcontractor? I'm just curious.
I do not. I do hire a subcontractor to pump my system.
Yeah, but do you hire a subcontractor to inspect your
I
system?
do not.
Well, that's interesting because I have to hire somebody.
I do not.
I have to hire a certified person. So you're telling me you can just send in a check and it's good as far as they're concerned?
Been doing it for 10 years.
Well, that's
Same here.
interesting. That's new to me.
Really?
I have to have mine inspected.
Yeah, I mean, from what I know, the county comes.
There's a,
No, the county, I have to get a subcontractor.
Town and country or whatever comes out.
But they-
you look at the
they-
form, there is a spot where you can say self-inspect. Done.
I don't do that. I just hire somebody.
Okay, well,
I don't mind spending the
How often
money.
do you
I
have
don't,
your
I live on the
septic
lake and
pumped?
they probably wouldn't pass because it goes right to the lake, so.
They keep coming out and saying, don't need.
They do check ours when we have it pumped every 2 years.
Well, none of them
So I
fail.
guess, let me ask you a
None of
question.
them
Where are you
fail.
headed with this?
Yeah, what do you?
Where are you headed with this?
Well,
Because it's a Summit
where I'm
County
headed for
thing.
this is, I hope that one of the trustees would grab a hold of this by the horn and say, okay, this is an illegal tax. If there's no one failing this inspection, what good is it?
Well, do you imagine that if if it is failing, they have it inspected.
So this is an extra $30 or 3.75 million that Summit County gets. And there's no.
Oversight is
Right,
what you're saying.
there's no oversight.
That was all like last year, there was zero.
This is, since it started.
And I've had one that failed.
You've had it inspected because you buy a property, now those, okay. I'm not talking about those where you transfer property. Where you transfer property, Summit County sends a guy out, it gets inspected, passes or fails. Not talking about that inspection. Talking about the one that comes in the mail and says, hey, send us $30.
Sounds like it's all they want is a check. I get the same thing, and I always just, there you go, and then it's
Right.
okay.
There you go, you
To
don't
be
call
devil's
up,
advocate-
you don't call anybody.
I never knew. To be devil's advocate, though, you would think none would fail, because I agree that there's probably
Nobody's
a lot
gonna
of
fail.
people that's gonna check that and not really. But if I check it myself and it's failing, I have someone fix it. When I turn in my permit, it didn't fail, because it's fixed now. You know what I mean? When I turn in that money.
Well, if
So,
I
but
saw,
I know what
if
you're
I
saying.
saw a
I agree
backhoe,
with you.
if I saw a bunch of backhoes on the road,
Yeah.
I would agree with you.
Right.
You know, and if I saw a bunch of people fixing their septic systems, I'd say, you know, you're right.
But I guess are you gonna check, no, it failed, and still pay them $30? You know what? I mean, that's what I'm saying. So I can see that it would be zero, but I also,
I hear
know
what you're saying.
and I agree with you. There's probably a lot of them failing out there.
I wouldn't mind somebody that has some clout, you know, would check into that for me. Okay. Now, the last thing I got, back to you. What do I gotta do? What do you gotta do to get a road fixed?
As it comes up on the list, actually, I was looking after we passed you on the bike the other day. Your road will be coming up in the next couple of years. So
Well, I'm not really concerned, I am concerned about my road, I'd love to have my road redone.
No.
But Canfield Road, this park here that we have out there is a,
Canfield is actually, because we're gonna be doing the hike and bike path, that's what we were out there for. We were taking some measurements, getting it to the engineer. We're hoping by this time next year, the hike and bike path will be extended to the end of Canfield Road. As a part of that, we're gonna move the road a little bit north, so we gotta float it a little bit north to fit it in. And when it's done, so at the end of 26, we expect the trail in. Probably in 27, we'll redo Canfield Road. So that,
27's Canfield Road?
yeah, because 26 is gonna take to get the trail in, get all that work done, and then we'll be doing Canfield Road from Kubler all the way east.
So Springfield Township is doing the road extension, or the road repair?
That's part of a grant. So
My question was, is Springfield Township doing it, or are we paying somebody?
we have to, it's because it's a grant, we'll be paying somebody to do it.
So we're paying,
For the hike and bike trail and working together on the widening of the road, yes.
okay.
The road repair will come out of the road maintenance budget from the levies that were passed.
So if I'm reading you right, 2027 will be Canfield Road getting resurfaced. Now let's talk about West Parkway.
It probably will get done at the same time, because I like to do, because your road is back in there, doing West and East Parkway, Shortway, those, my goal would be to do all those at the same time. I could work in a couple of odd ones in the back, and then Canfield afterwards, so we're not driving all those roads with the heavy trucks.
Cool. The roads you did over here, they look awesome. Those
We'll be doing something similar.
those are real nice now. Hopefully there's not more speeding, but
It will be. So
that's the bad
So
part.
that is
I
gonna
know.
be something that I'll bring to the board next year as we do that down there and we do the roads. We know that's gonna happen. We have to look into it, but I think we might wanna take Canfield Road, make it part of a park district to where we can truly put a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit on it and keep the speed down.
And maybe a crosswalk or two to where
Yes,
it's visible.
yes.
You know what I mean? And in that same line of thinking, I think there's 6, I used to know this, but.
The lights.
Yes.
Working on it. I actually made some calls. We'll wait. I was told to wait because there's something changing with the lighting that Edison is gonna be doing. I don't know the proper term, so I'm not gonna try to explain it, other than I'm better to wait and we would get LED. If I don't wait, we would have to pay for LED.
Oh, I got you.
So it's kind of a wait, so I'm in this waiting game to do that update.
Well, I was thinking that maybe you could, what I was thinking to get to speed it up was maybe you could get a hold of their, I don't know what that person is, their person that makes them look good.
Yeah, well, their outreach, that's who I've been speaking with.
And if you had an article in the paper or something saying, look what we did for, because really Ohio, or not Ohio Edison, First Energy really hasn't looked good lately in the paper. This might be something that where they might jump on and say, man, look at this project we did for Springfield. It really makes it look good and makes them look good, Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yes, sir.
Just a couple of quick points of information. Ted, you told me that next year in 2026, Taylor Avenue.
Yes.
Near your mall.
Eric and I have been talking about it. We have a lot of work. We know, we debated on doing some more later this season, but probably not going to be able to. So early next season, we plan on coming in, fixing some of those driveways we have to work on ahead of time. And yes, Taylor will be on the list next year.
Music my last point of information. The numbers about this lake, we're in the midst of a drought. You have no rain, no runoff. Wouldn't it be logical that the moment the rain, hopefully God, returns, the numbers will increase? You have no runoff now.
It's going to be
So if you
interesting.
take your signs down early and the rains would happen to return, won't your numbers go up?
It's possible. We will find out next week.
Well, I mean, even a week might not be long enough, right? I mean, the rain, there's no rain. Yeah, there's no rain.
I know. I don't know.
I just, it was logical to me that the numbers are down because the rain is down. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Do any of my what? Oh, Mrs. Davis?
How is your son, Mrs. Davis?
Pardon?
How's your son?
I can hear you.
How is your boy?
He's doing better. He's got a long way to go, but he's doing better.
Good.
And I just thank God he's alive.
I know.
Hi. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but on Sanitarium Road on the east side, right at the intersection of Canton Road, kind of like on the corner right at Dollar General, there is I'll call it a storm basin. It's in the road, and it is really bad. And a lot of cars have the low-profile tires, which mine is one. And I'll tell you what, you can blow out a tire and bust a rim real fast on that. I have talked to the Summit County Engineer's office because it should be theirs, and I know it's theirs. And I have called Sam Ross repeatedly. I've been calling him since April or May. He keeps telling me that they're going to do something, they're going to bid it out. It was going to be in a bid package. He assured me it would be fixed by August, in August. I've been calling him since April or May, and it is not fixed. August has came and gone. September's gone. Now we're into October, and still nothing has been done. And I think that the trustees need to get involved in this because this is a hazard. And people on Sanitarium Road will swerve over when they see it, and it's a bad situation.
Is it like the grate and stuff or the road around? I mean, what is?
Sure.
I'm actually aware of it, and I've actually reported it to the county as well.
Okay.
And they did tell me that it was in a bid package to be repaired.
Okay.
The thing is I know that we have a couple of
wow. Yeah,
contractors.
okay.
Yeah, I've seen it. I almost hit it.
Yeah.
So I know they are very aware of it. I know that some of the contracts that they had this year are well behind. In fact, it may affect our road program, that one of the new contractors may not finish what they started this year, and we'll have to finish it next year. Our concrete allotment is running a little bit behind. They're gonna finish it, so next week, all their contracts are running behind for some reason. Don't know why, considering the weather has been so good this year. There's really no excuse considering we haven't had rain. But I can check into it. They told me the same thing. I've called on it.
Go ahead and call Sam, if you
Yeah,
will, and see.
called it repeatedly, and then it makes me mad because Sam's got to the point he won't call me back. And that really fries me. The other thing I wanted to bring up is, I know testing the lake is always expensive and stuff, but as far as I'm concerned, with the amount of money that they're taking out of this township on this stormwater management program that we had no say in, which is so wrong, I think they ought to pay to have it tested. I think they're the ones that should test it. And if our lake overflows, it goes into Lakemore, and then it becomes the county's problem also. So I just wanted to let people know, and I was totally against that stormwater. They had talked about it for a couple years and said it was gonna be like $4 a lot per month. And people didn't want it. People would say, I've heard so many people say, please don't ever vote for that, because they left it up to the townships to decide if you wanted to do it or not. None of the townships except Bath did it. And then all of a sudden, because none of the townships agreed to go with it, the commissioners, the county commissioners voted on it and just put it on you, and you had no say in it. And that's that extra little thing that's on your tax bill for stormwater management. And I think it's wrong. It's a tax. I don't care what they say. It's a tax that's put on you, and I don't think it's right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
What did she say that thing on
Anyone
Sanitary
else?
Road was called?
Catch basin.
Catch basin, okay.
No? All right, either of my colleagues have anything?
Tomorrow is our fall festival from 4 to 8 at the, we'll have hay rides, trick or treat. And Sunday is our police K-9 fundraiser at the Iron Grill. Starts at noon during the Steelers game and Browns. Baskets, the dogs are coming.
Dogs will be there. There's about 15 raffle baskets that we're going to raffle off. It's a buffet, $20 for the buffet, and people should know that that's how we fundraise for our canine program, is all through donations. This is one opportunity that people can contribute to keep our canine program. Currently, we have 2 canines. Because of the generous community that we live in, we have one on night shift and on day shift. Both do a great job. Both handlers do a great job. So if you have time, you can see us on Sunday at the Iron from noon to 4.
Rex needs a K-9 vest. So we gotta raise the money for that.
Our second canine, it's about $1,400 for a vest for him. So we're trying to raise funds now for, that's kind of our priority. That moved to the top of the list to get a vest for Rex and Lucy.
Where is the at?
What's that?
Where's this restaurant at?
Down here in the Gator Commons.
Yeah, right, Gator Commons, yes, sir.
Well, they're not gonna like to hear that. You didn't know where they were.
When's trick or treat?
Mr. Caudell, do you have anything?
Yeah, I have a couple things.
No, but
First
did
off,
she say something on trick or treat?
Chief Simone, I'm really liking the
trunk or
pink
treat.
badges
What's
for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I mean, breast cancer has affected, my life, and I think that's really cool. And,
Actually, Officer Keys, his idea to do that, he organized everything together. The officers use their uniform allowances to pay for their pink badge, so they're wearing them for the whole month of October. Thank you.
so that is pretty cool. And now, listen, guys, for the grand finale of the meeting here, the Spectrum Community Channel 1023. Let me put down my glasses a little bit here. The Springfield and Lakemore Community Channel 1023 is proud to serve our communities by providing access to local government meetings, programming, and information of community events. We're currently running special programs. Turn into Spectrum Channel 1023 for recent programming. To view the current program schedule, go to the channel's Facebook page or go to online to springfieldtownship.us. Thank you to Kelly, Joe, myself, and Mike for the help in giving these announcements and promoting the community channel. Thank you, Frank, Jim, Douglas, and Carolyn. All right, so we got some coming attractions. The 38th Springfield High School 50-plus reunion. It was pretty cool. Listen, guys, I got to meet these guys the other day, and it was pretty neat. Yeah, there was a lot of them. I loved it. I loved it. All right, and the Probate 101 with Steve Elliott's coming up, and they told me a little bit about it. So when you guys die, if you guys want to say where your money is going to, you guys need to take the Steve Elliott Probate 101 class. You don't want to go through the probate system. That's what he told me. So the Springfield Local School Board of Education, the Portage Lakes Career Center Board of Education, and the Springfield Township regular scheduled meeting.
All right. Some of us aren't far off from that 50 plus. So yeah. We'll be all right. So, anything else? Nothing from the peanut gallery over there? You guys? No?
I spoke enough.
All right, good. Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Roll call. Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. DeLauro?
Yes.
Mr. Cottle?
Yes.
That's it. It's a wrap.
Friday?